Welcome back to part 2 of the Love After Lockup finale. The COVID cough of it all. But anyway, this is part 2, and I'm gonna start with Stan and Lisa. But y'all, Stan and Lisa's finale was so damn boring that I'm just gonna read it straight off my notes. So yeah, I doubt if I'll even have any commentary to go with it, because their scene was just real blah. But anyway, Stan and Lisa are still at the car dealership. He finally found a car that he was comfortable enough to purchase for her, so he is having Dash come and pick him up so that they can go back to the car dealership and do the paperwork and bring the car home. Stan is also talking to Lisa about taking the proper steps that she needs to take to get her divorce finalized so that he can marry her. But she ain't even paying attention to none of that shit that he talking about, because she too busy texting her secret lover. Yeah, that's what they are. Stan doesn't have a clue that they exist. You know, that's what that is. So yeah, Lisa is texting her secret lover, and then it cuts to a scene where Stan and Lisa are back at the house cleaning the kitchen because Lisa's family is coming over to visit. Lisa's brother and godmother come over, and child, they was eating boneless wings and ravioli. I don't know who told y'all that match. I don't think the brother felt like it matched either, because the way he was sitting there picking at them burnt ass raviolis sent me to the king. So they were sitting there eating that, and then they start to have conversation. Now at first the conversation was very dry and very awkward, because they was just talking about shit like, so how's the weather, you know what I'm saying, go Knicks. They was talking about some old dumbass shit like that. So then Stan decided to take Lisa's brother in what he calls the viewing room and show him his baseball collection. So the brother actually warmed up to Stan a little bit when he saw the damn baseball collection, and then he decided to sit Stan's old ass down on the couch and just be honest with him. And he said that he was extremely upset and pissed off at the fact that Stan had a nerve to throw Lisa's shit out on the curb. And Lisa has already been through so much stuff in her past relationships, and so he just doesn't want to see his sister keep getting hurt, and you know, just kind of keep going through that same old toxic ass cycle basically. Stan said that he is definitely all about Lisa and he would never do her any harm. Lisa's godmom says that she doesn't really know how to feel about Stan's ass, and Lisa said that between him paying off all her fines, buying her a new car, all the hair and all of the other extra shit that he has purchased for her since she has been out, he has already spent a total of about $13,000 on her. And the mama was like, oh, well, I guess you're doing good then. I said, well, all right then. I get it from my mama. But anyway, then they go ahead and they ask Lisa if Stan did not have no money, pretty much if Stan was broke as a joke, would you still be with him? And the answer to that was no. You know what I'm saying? Lisa said that she has always been a hustler. She's always had to get it out the mud, you know. She come from drug dealing and four-wheeling, and so now that she doesn't have to do that, you know, Stan is pretty much her sugar daddy. She didn't want to come out and say that because she know, just like we know, that Stan is going to eventually watch the damn show. So she didn't just come out and bluntly say that, but that's what she was saying. Like, if Stan didn't have no money, she wouldn't be there. So yeah, that was pretty much it for Stan and Lisa. They ain't give me too much. They ain't give me too much. So let's go ahead and move on to America's favorites, DAONTE and Nicole, child. DAONTE and Nicole. Woo! DAONTE and Nicole. So y'all remember last week Nicole ended up staying at the hotel with Tia. They woke up the next morning and Tia is willing to take Nicole to meet DAONTE at wherever they decided to meet up at, child. Mind y'all, Nicole is drunk boots. Nicole had a hangover like nobody's business, because y'all remember the night before when she initially met Tia at the restaurant, they started with a couple of shots, then she had some, look like some mixed drinks or something. But yeah, Nicole was pretty much on her ass, and she woke up the next morning with a hangover. But you know, she did agree to meet DAONTE's ass, so she is pretty much being a woman of her word. Now, when they got to the location, DAONTE didn't show up till a whole nother hour later. So I don't know if he was busy, you know, playing with his meat one last time with Nicole Jr., or what was going on with him. But he said, listen, that hoe can wait. He had his chest already puffed up and he was ready to go, because he said, I just want to know, like, did you ever think it was okay to post your ex on your social media? Like, I wasn't gonna see that last night. Like, I know exactly why you couldn't meet up with me last night, because you was laid up, caked up, booed up with Tia. And she was like, first of all, don't come at me like that, because it wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't caked up. We wasn't booed up. It wasn't, that ain't what it was. And she was, and DAONTE was like, yes, it was. Like, I read the caption. Nicole just keeps going at the fact that she doesn't have anything to hide, and she's sitting there getting, she's sitting there getting highly irritated with how DAONTE was coming at her. And as the conversation got heated, Tia decided that she wanted to walk her happy ass over there and interject in the conversation. So she came over, she introduced herself politely. She said, you know, hey, how you doing? I'm Tia. She said, yes, I'm the ex, and you know, I just want to let you know that it's not even like that with me and Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did hang out last night, you know what I'm saying? We did our 1-2s, but it was just a hangout. Like, we did not hug, we did not kiss, we did not do none of that. And then of course the shady ass cameraman panned to all of the hugging and kissing and touching that they was doing. And Nicole had already admitted in the confessionals that, you know, they pretty much did a whole bunch of hunching and humping on each other, but they did not have sex because she was drunk boots. Okay, Nicole was drunk down, and so she, you know what I'm saying, after she grind her cooch on Tia a little bit, she went ahead and laid it down and went to sleep, because she felt like if they would have went ahead and did something, that she would have threw up on Tia, and you know, Tia don't deserve it. So yeah, so then Tia let DAONTE know that you know I don't even really want Nicole like that. You know, I think that y'all two make a cute little couple if that's who she decided that she want to be with. You know what I'm saying? I've known about you. I've known about you since we was locked up. And you know, if I'm just being honest, like, you're way more handsome in person than any of your pictures. Like, you know, you a really handsome man. DAONTE said, you know, you a handsome young man your damn self. Now, because I know how retarded DAONTE is, I know that he was not, that was not a shady moment, and that was not a homophobic moment. Like, he really thought that he was complimenting this damn girl. But DAONTE, let me tell you something. Don't do that shit no more. Don't do that shit no more, because you don't know what You don't know what that lady want to go by. How do you know she want to be a handsome young man? You don't know that. Child, do better. So at this point, Nicole wanted to know if she could go on and holler at Tia in private for a second. They went off up in the cut, and Nicole, you know, well, Tia wanted to speak her piece. Tia pretty much said, look, I understand that you stuck in between a rock and a hard place right about now. So between me, DAONTE, and Zach, and whoever else you dealing with, you just pretty much need to just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to deal with me, I understand. I'll fall back. I'm going to go back to the room, and I'm going to be by myself. Because you already know I don't even play these type of games. But if you going to be with DAONTE, then you need to go be with DAONTE and let that be that. So that was pretty much what Tia wanted to say. And it still left Nicole in between a rock and a hard place, because she keeps screaming that she loved DAONTE, but we all know that girl don't love him. She loves everything that he can do for her. So her dilemma is, do I fuck up a good thing because I have a dummy right here on my left hand, but then I also have somebody that I had a cool relationship with on my left hand? So I don't want to lose my left hand, and I damn sure don't want to lose my right hand, because I ain't got no job. I ain't got no money coming in. So what am I supposed to do? So she sat there in her drunk mind for a minute, and she said, okay, I got it. She told Tia to go on by her business. She needed to holler at DAONTE. When she went back and hollered at DAONTE, she pretty much walked back over there to tell him that she loves him, but at the same time, she just want to know, can they be in an open relationship? Now, DAONTE is a better man than I'll ever be, because that would have been the point where I would have definitely jab slapped Nicole ass across that bench, because bitch, you play on my time, and my time is not to be played with. But see, this is also another thing that I just realized tonight, is the huge age gap between Nicole and DAONTE. Nicole is 23 and DAONTE is 33. So that's a 10-year age gap. And the thing about the thing is, that's why people don't feel sympathy for you, DAONTE, because you're too fucking old to be getting played the way that you're getting played. That's first of all. Like, Nicole is young. She out here doing what she want to do, and she's doing it in your face. So and outside of doing it in your face, you've already been in this same situation before. So if you don't know how to see a red flag and how to, you know what I'm saying, nip that shit off at the bud, then that's on you. That's why nobody feels sorry for you. You know, however much money they suck up out of you, oh well. However much your heart gets stepped on, oh well. Whatever happens to you, it's just a oh well. Like, you're a good guy, you're a nice guy, but it's something when it comes to that love department, it don't click for you. And that's why people don't feel sorry for you, because you too old to be going through the petty shit that you going through. Like, you just too old. I really just didn't realize until tonight that you was 33, because you actually look nice for your age. Like, you look younger, but child, you just a dum-dum. DAONTE decides that he wants to put a period on the whole situation. So he meets up with his BFF Derek. They go down to some lake, and he made a little makeshift coffin, and we already knew what was about to be inside this coffin. It was Nicole Jr. He said that he has absolutely no use for her anymore, even though Nicole Jr. was the most faithful part of this relationship the whole time. You know, whenever he needed Nicole Jr., she was there. But whenever he needed Nicole, she was not. And I said, yeah, that's the realest shit you done said this whole season, because that's the God's honest truth. So, Anyway, he said that he kept it real with Derek though. He said, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just going wherever the wind blows. So, you know, the wind may just blow me back in the cold direction. And Derek said, well, what the fuck would you do that for? And he said, no, I'm not saying, like, I'm good right now, but I'm just saying, like, we already know I'm a sucker for love. So the wind may blow me back in the cold direction one day, but it's not today. And then he set the coffin on fire and he pushed it on in the lake. And yeah, Nicole Jr. melted to just a pile of plastic, you know. And that was pretty much the end of DAONTE and Nicole. But, you know, I'm pretty sure between them both enjoying their newfound celebrity and DAONTE just naturally being a sucker for love, this is not the last that we will see or hear of DAONTE and Nicole, but it is for this particular finale. So let's move on to the last couple. Courtney and Josh, their little scene was short-lived and dry and boring too, so I'm gonna just read it off my notes. Courtney is not home, so when she gets home, Josh decides that he wants to apologize for being so distant, and you know, because y'all remember they've been having lack of sex, lack of communication, lack of every damn thing, because he don't want to do nothing but play games, play with the dogs, play with his peen, and play with his homeboys on the phone. That's all he want to do. So you know, it's just it's got Courtney rethinking her life and just, you know, really wishing that she wouldn't have never gave up her excuse me, really wishing that she wouldn't have never gave up her career as an officer to be with him, because, you know, he don't respect it and he don't appreciate nothing that she has done for him thus far. So he wants to apologize by sending her on a love hunt. So he put sticky notes all over the house, from the front door all the way to the bedroom, giving her instructions on what to do. And he was leaving her all kind of little cute love notes on the door, on the dog, in the bedroom, on the lawnmower outside. And so she had to follow the instructions, which led her all the way to a picnic that was in the backyard, where Josh ass was sitting back there laid out on a picnic blanket, child. And he had a little cheese pepperoni tray out there. He had 2 big jars of pickles, and he had a cooler with who knows what to drink in there. And so then, you know, this just sent Courtney to tears, because she's such a big ass baby child. So, you know, she's sitting there crying. And I don't remember if that's when he whipped out the ring, or if she had already had that ring on, y'all. I don't remember. But anyway, I just remember one scene where he pulled out a ring and he re-proposed to her, and he was like, you know, I just want to know if you will marry me. And she was like, are you sure you want to? And he was like, yes, I want to be with you forever. And then, you know, he pretty much just apologized to her face in person. He said that he realizes his rights and his wrongs, and he's ready to become a better man, a better husband, and all this and that and the third. But mind y'all, this is on day 13. He was only gonna be there for 14 days, and then he has to go live with his cousin. So I guess he just wanted to make things right before he left Courtney's house, so that she won't get any ideas of divorcing his ass, or, you know, stepping outside of the marriage to get her some peen from somewhere else, because he was not willing to give it to her. So I didn't like it. I didn't like anything about it. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice gesture, Josh, but I just still feel like too little too late. You're giving me user vibes, But that was pretty much their scene. You know, the recap for those 3 couples. So for Courtney and Josh, it says that Courtney and Josh are definitely married, but Courtney lives alone. We know that because Josh had to go live with the cousin. But Josh is not at the cousin house either because his ass is back in prison. He got to do 6 months back at prison for violating his parole. Let's see. For Stan and Lisa, it says Stan still plans to propose to Lisa, but Lisa is still in her secret relationship. But, you know, as we all know, the cast of this show gets to see it at the same time that we get to see it. So, who knows? They might be tearing up Stan's house right about now because, you know, if he done sat around and watched Lisa texting her secret lover, then they probably not doing too good right about now. And then Deontay left Nicole Jr., you know what I'm saying? He set Nicole Jr. on fire. But he has not given up on Nicole. And it looks like I put in there still dating. So I'm not really sure if that's all the way true. You know, I might have been tripping on them notes right there talking about Deontay and Nicole are still dating. They probably still do talk to each other, but I have caught a couple of Deontay's lives. So it seems like from how he's talking, him and Nicole are over. But again, like I was telling y'all in part 1, if you really want to get the tea, the juice, the scoop on any of these cast members from this season or any past seasons, all you have to do is go over to According to Amber. She has the scoop on all of these cast members and what they do while the cameras are off, you know, what they're doing on their social media and all of that other stuff, honey. Miss Girl be over there really digging and trying to get the tea. So if you care about these people that much, then you can go over to According to Amber and check that out, because yeah, she talks about these people, you know, they new lovers, they children, the whole 9. I don't have time. And I don't care that much. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-part finale review. I'm so sorry that it was low energy, but I just was going to feel terrible if I did not put out something for my P-Hope family. So I'm getting better. I just want to get rid of this dry cough. I feel fine. I just want to get rid of this dry cough, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue to medicate and take my vitamins and do all of that good stuff so that I can come back week after week after week and chop it up with my favorite people, my P-Hope family. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, then now is the time for you to do so. You already know I want y'all to like and comment. Make sure your notification bell is on, because your girl does drop content each and every week. And other than that, I just want you to be healthy, be happy, be safe. This is your girl P-Hope, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.